guys, we are back with Advent day number 9. We have Mr. Oliver here today, and he is just laying in his little boppy. And our book for today is Incredibles 2, A Day Out with Mom. So I'm actually learning that I think in the beginning of the series I said that all of the books were Christmas related just because the first one was named Mickey's Christmas Memories. So I'm beginning to realize that not all of them are Christmas related, but it's still super fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying our series so far. We are, like I said, book number 9 today, so we are getting to the halfway point. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying, so we're just gonna get right into today's book. A Day Out with Mom. One day, Helen was out shopping with her children. She was helping her daughter Violet find a dress for a first date while Dash looked after Jack-Jack. He zoomed Jack-Jack around the mall until his mother noticed. "Dash!" she yelled. "No running with the baby." Dash knew he wasn't supposed to use his powers in public for fun. "I'm battling the evils of boredom," he explained. Helen raised her eyebrows and said, "Stop!" Helen and Violet began picking up things for Violet to try on, but Dash and Jack-Jack kept distracting them. When Jack-Jack spotted the mall carousel, he whined and shouted, "Blah, blah, blah, blah." Dash kept groaning as if he were in pain. Helen handed Dash some cash. Take your brother on the carousel and enjoy the mall," she said, forcing a smile. "Meet us at the fountain in an hour." "Thanks," said Dash, who then wheeled a laughing and clapping Jack-Jack away. Helen sighed. "Okay, now we can focus." She pulled some dresses off the rack, and Violet tried on each one, but none of them seemed like the right fit. They went into another shop, and Violet found an outfit she liked. "This is cute," she said. "But so casual," said Helen. She held up a couple of dresses. "Look at these." Violet smiled and took them into the dressing room. Meanwhile, Dash and Jack-Jack were having a blast. First they rode on the carousel, then Dash bought Jack-Jack the biggest lollipop they could find, unable to decide what he wanted. Dash bought every kind of candy for himself. At the fountain, Helen felt sad they haven't found Violet anything to wear on her date. Soon after, Dash showed up with Jack-Jack. "Sorry we're late," he cried. Before Helen could reply, an alarm blared from the jewelry store. The family slapped on their masks and revealed their super suits. The Incredibles were ready for action. At the jewelry store, the owner explained how the thief took the jewelry and the money from the register before literally vanishing. Elastigirl and the kids looked for clues. "Do you think the villain can turn invisible like V?" asked Dash. Suddenly, another store alarm blared. The supers took off toward it. Alarms were now blaring from every corner of the mall. "Maybe it's a team of thieves," said Elastigirl, "or maybe he can multiply like Jack-Jack," said Violet. Hearing this, Jack-Jack multiplied, and each baby wandered off in a different direction. A moment later, they heard Jack-Jack babbling angrily as Elastigirl yelled, "Food court!" Violet and Elastigirl collected as many Jack-Jacks as they could while Dash raced to find the thief. Dash spotted the burglar and could tell right away he was definitely a supervillain. As Dash rushed towards him, he vanished in a flash of light. Dash didn't notice as the burglar reappeared right behind him. Elastigirl arrived with an armful of Jack Jacks. She stretched to catch the villain, but he disappeared and reappeared on another cash register behind her. "Name's Blind Spot," said the villain, smirking. He disappeared whenever one of the Incredibles got close to him. Then Violet and Blind Spot, "Coffee shop," she yelled, pointing at him. Dash and Elastigirl ran over as Jack Jacks in Elastigirl's arms merged, back into one, and headed towards Violet. Violet scooped up Jack Jack, who used her laser eyes against Blind Spot, but he disappeared again. Even with his super speed, Dash wasn't fast enough to catch the vanishing villain. Elastigirl stretched and wound her body through the mall, creating a labyrinth of traps, hoping to trip him up. But Blind Spot managed to disappear and reappear his way through the mall with ease. Then Violet caught Blind Spot's reflection in one of the carousel mirrors. His eyes opened wide and had begun to run. Dash approached and Blind Spot disappeared again. Violet had an idea. She found Blind Spot stealing cash from a clothing store register and kicked all the dressing room doors open, revealing the mirrors inside. Once again, Blind Spot looked up at the mirror, caught. Suddenly, Dash and Elastigirl realized what Violet already knew. He was traveling through their blind spots. The family used mirrors, so it was impossible for the blind spot to disappear. Violet then threw a force field over the villain, trapping him inside. It was then Elastigirl noticed a dress in the window and pointed it out to Violet. "I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mom," said Violet, "but I don't really like dresses." Before replying, Elastigirl anchored the force field to the fountain, locking the trapped blind spot in place. She turned to Violet and said, "I understand. I just wanted to spend some quality time with you." "Well, you got your wish," said Violet. "Nothing says family more than catching a supervillain together." With Blind Spot safe in custody, the family changed and headed home. "You know what I wore on my first date with your father?" Helen asked Violet. Violet shook her head. "I have no idea," Helen said. "Clothes don't really matter, so wearing something you like, you'll look fantastic no matter what." The end. I hope you guys enjoyed today's book. Mr. Oliver is still just laying here, and I will see you guys next time on day number 10 for our advent calendar. Bye, guys!